Have you ever pondered how economic classes shape societies, particularly in diverse nations like Uganda? Well, it's a profound question that reveals the intricate texture of Ugandan society. In Uganda, one can find individuals from all economic classes: the super rich, the middle class, the show-off rich, the poor, and even the thieves. The disparity between these classes is a fascinating study of contrasts and comparisons. Let's begin with the super rich class. These are the individuals who control significant portions of Uganda's wealth. They live in sprawling mansions, drive luxury cars, and have access to the best education, healthcare, and other amenities. Their wealth often comes from extensive business interests, inheritance, or high-ranking government positions. The rich class, while not as opulent as the super rich, still enjoys a comfortable lifestyle. They generally own respectable businesses or hold senior positions in corporations. They live in well-to-do neighborhoods, own multiple properties, and can afford to send their children to good schools. The middle class is the backbone of Uganda's economy. These individuals hold steady jobs, often in the service sector. They live in modest homes, own a car or two, and can afford a decent education for their children. However, their lifestyle is far removed from the luxuries enjoyed by the rich and super rich. Then we have the show-off rich, a unique economic class mostly made up of the youth generation. They may not have substantial wealth, but they're often seen flaunting their possessions in public. They live for the moment, often indulging in extravagant lifestyles on borrowed money or credit. The poor class, unfortunately, forms a significant portion of Uganda's population. They live in challenging conditions, often lacking access to basic needs like food, shelter, and healthcare. They mostly work in menial jobs or are unemployed. And finally, we have the thieves, individuals who resort to unlawful means to amass wealth. They exist in all societies and are a stark reminder of the economic disparities that persist. This brings us to the crux of the matter: the economic disparity in Uganda. The gap between the rich and the poor is vast and growing. The super rich and rich classes control a substantial portion of the nation's wealth, while the middle class, show-off rich and poor, struggle to make ends meet. The thieves, on the other hand, exploit these disparities for their benefit. In summary, the economic classes in Uganda reflect a society marked by stark disparities. The super rich and rich enjoy a lifestyle far removed from the realities faced by the middle class and the poor. The show-off rich, despite their lack of substantial wealth, attempt to mimic the lifestyle of the rich. Meanwhile, the thieves exploit these disparities, further exacerbating the economic divide. These economic disparities are not merely numbers on a chart. They represent the lived realities of millions of Ugandans. They shape the society we live in, influence our choices, and determine our futures. The challenge, therefore, lies in addressing these disparities to create a more equitable society for all Ugandans. So the next time you think about Uganda, remember that it is a society as diverse as its economic classes, a society where the super rich coexist with the poor, where the show-off rich try to mimic the wealthy, and where thieves exploit the disparities. Perhaps it's a reflection of the global economic landscape, a microcosm of the world we live in.